What's up guys, welcome to the Other Refinement. I'm gonna give you guys literal instructions for reselling in 2024, exactly what I would do step by step if I were just starting today. And actually it's the exact same way I do it now. So I'm gonna take you guys through all 6 of these steps in today's video. They're gonna be customer service, picking and packing for shipping, photography, sourcing, and resetting my space back to 0. We're gonna do all that in today's video. So please smash the like button, consider subscribing. We'll see you guys in the video. All right, you've just had your coffee. We're getting straight into it. Customer service is number 1. You're gonna answer all questions, cases, returns, disputes, chargebacks. You're gonna send invoices, offers to watchers, relist cancellations, handle your drafts, and address any kind of negative feedback or concerns that customers had. I recommend you do this at the exact same time every day and throughout the day because practicing great customer service is the cornerstone to every single business. Now, I also have been guilty of not staying on top of customer service. I can tell you, it's a lot easier to maintain it than to repair it. So at the same time, every single day at 9 in the morning, I answer all of these questions. It's taken me a long time to develop this habit, but now I just want to keep it the same forever. As long as you're in business, you're always going to have customer service things that you need to take care of. And eBay, Amazon, whatnot, all these platforms, they track your metrics and they basically judge how much traffic they're going to give you by how well you take care of your customers. So it's really, really important to take care of your account health and customer service. And I recommend doing it first thing in the day, right after you have your coffee. All right, guys, so your customer service is done. Now it's time to pick your orders. I recommend going through your inventory system just one time and getting all the orders for the day, one time per day. Go with an IKEA shopping bag and get stuff. After that, you can go with a rolling cart, or you can use a numbered system like mine where I number all of my shipping orders 1 through 1,000. Even though this system is set up so I can do bulk, meaning like more than one at a time, I still ship one order at a time, and I recommend you do that too to keep mistakes to a minimum. So now you have all of your items picked. I recommend printing your labels one at a time. Then you put them in an area that's going to be picked up by the post office. I highly recommend a USPS daily pickup, but if you're going to go to the post office anyway, I recommend in that same trip, maybe hit a couple of sourcing places that you normally go to. It's all about creating a routine that you can do over and over and over again. So always doing things the same way really cuts down on mistakes and is a better use of your time, because if you go up for the post office, stop by a thrift on the way back, you're killing 2 birds with 1 stone. All right, we just finished shipping. Now customers are all happy. All their orders are out. I'm gonna start my photography. So this is my new photo station. I'm gonna use a camera. I'm gonna take all the pictures of all the items that I normally do. I recommend taking around 10 to 12 photos per item because most people only take 1 or 2, so you can really stand out from the crowd if you take 10 to 12 photos. Immediately take the memory card out, plug it into your computer, use a dongle if you don't have an SD card reader in your computer, but I do. Plug it in, do your listings immediately after the photos. If you only have 15 minutes, I do not recommend taking 5 sets of photos because what ends up happening is some of those items don't get listed. I recommend if you only have 15 minutes, to just do 2 sets of photos and 2 listings and calling it good. I don't like having unprocessed things because ultimately that ends up in a lot of extra time to get that loaded again. So I just took the photos. I remember what they are. I just plugged it in. I can do all the listings. I can delete the photos or store them in a different folder immediately. This one step of photos and listing has saved me so much time, and I don't have any more things that are photographed and not listed. And I don't have any things that are photographed and not listed and not put away. We're gonna go over that in the next section, but so important to do these 2 steps as one step. All right, guys, I just finished listing 5 items. So what I'm gonna do is put these 5 items that I just listed back. So I'll put this over here. And that way, those items are good to go. And I'm gonna get the next 5 items for tomorrow ready to go right here. So tomorrow, when I start my process again, I can come back over here. I can immediately start taking photos. And when I'm done, they're gonna go in the listed pile and I'm gonna put them back. This is the only way to consistently do reselling over and over again. And the only way to get amazing results is to be consistent. So if your process isn't outlined like this, don't worry. I recommend starting at a very broad level, like what I just said in this video, which is customer service, picking, shipping, photos, listing, and reset to 0. We just did all of those different steps. As you have those steps, which are the same for every reseller, no matter what category you sell in, it's the same steps. You just become a little bit more granular. So as an example, when I'm photographing shoes in a box, I like to make sure the flap is actually out like this and not tucked in because it takes longer. So as I'm double checking them in the prep stage to make sure these are ready for photography, I'm actually double checking the shoes are in good condition and ready to go. I don't want to do any processing when I'm doing my photography. So in this reset to 0 part, we're sweeping all the floors, taking out all the trash, all the items are going to the post office, all the items we listed are going back, all the items for tomorrow are completely ready for photography. This part can take a long time. It can take an hour to get your listings ready for the following day, but you're setting yourself up for success. Everything about this whole process is making tomorrow easier. Making tomorrow easier is the whole point of my channel. And if you guys enjoyed that, please check out dailyrefinement.com for this full outline of what I recommend to do. I recommend you do a standard operating procedure for yourself, meaning you just outline the things that we just talked about. Everyone's business is slightly different, so you're going to tailor it for yourself. But I wish 8 to 10 years ago, I had this set of instructions given to me this simply, because I super overcomplicated it. When I first started reselling, my how to resell was like 80 different steps. It's not really 80 different steps. It's like 6 major steps, and you go through them slowly and improve them over time. Once you define everything, you actually do the opposite of what people think. You start removing steps. So define, refine, and then remove steps. That's how you really tighten up this whole process. But hopefully that was useful, guys. This is literally how I would recommend reselling in any category.